Hello everyone, my name is Nico Boy and I apologize for the less than good video quality. I'm in the middle of moving, so unfortunately I don't have my regular camera with me. Just using my webcam, but this'll do for now. I wasn't expecting to make a video, but out of the blue, ThunderCats Roar was finally released. And it's just as bad as the internet expected. Yeah, I watched part 1 of The Exodus, and I won't be watching anymore because it is genuinely that bad. One thing you've probably been seeing a lot is there's a stereotype of, oh, it's straight white men who hate the show, and oh, they're just stuck in the 80s and blah blah blah, and that's the farthest from the truth, because number one, I'm a 90s kid, number two, I'm not straight. And in fact, about half the backlash is not from North America, it's from South America. Countries like Brazil and Mexico, people who grew up with the show freaking hate it. Just look up the hashtag ThunderCats Roar or put it into YouTube, and about half the videos are in Portuguese or Spanish. The reason why so many people are angry about this is because they took an existing franchise and they took away everything people loved about it. People try comparing more to like Gumball or whatever, but here's the thing, Gumball is its own show and it has good writing. On top of that, Gumball's also a multimedia show, so you're getting a little bit of like CG and stop motion, different art styles, and it's really innovative compared to ThunderCats Roar, which looks like a horrible, horrible web parody. In fact, let me get to some examples of shows like I'm not angry about. They're in a similar style, like Clarence, for example. I think it looks ugly as sin, but I'm not mad about it because it's its own show. Or how about 12 Forever, or Forever 11, whatever it's called. It's an okay show, but one of the things I don't like it is I don't like a lot of the character designs. Like, people's heads are squares and whatnot, but again, I'm not angry about the show because it's its own show. One of the most baffling things is this tweet right here. One show was made by a Warner Brothers studio, and the other was made by a bunch of freelance animators. Can you guess which is which? Hazbin Hotel and Hell of a Boss are 100 times better. They had way better designs, the voice acting is a lot better matched with the characters than just simply better, and it's literally more competent in every way. And then you have this chunk from Warner Brothers Studios. One show had 1/10 of the budget than the other, and they made a way better product. And now here's where it gets really baffling. Megan Fisher, I think she was a storyboard artist, I can't remember, but she replies to that tweet saying, "This is irrelevant because I worked on both." What? And half the comments below there are asking, did you choose to work on Roar? Because I'm genuinely curious, because how do you work on this masterpiece, then work on this garbage and say, oh, they're both great? Are you trying to defend your job? Do you genuinely think they're equal? Because if so, you're... I can't even... I have no more words for this. This is just so confusing. This is baffling. If you recall, like my last video on ThunderCats Roar, I drew pretty much the same thing they did in about 10 minutes. And just like swapped the mouths for speaking. Like, if I can make the show you're making, and I have next to no talent, something's wrong. You have the budget of a studio, and you're making crappier animations than most people make online. I feel like Western studios need like a cleansing of sorts, because like I get it, there's still good shows out right now like Infinity Train and Mao Mao, but I just feel like a lot of these people are just so out of touch, they don't get why we don't like it. And I think there was a lot of nepotism going on. Like, for example, Rebecca Sugar, she was hired from Tumblr without any studio experience, if I remember correctly. And it goes to show when you look at the quality of the animation. It sucks, by the way. And there's people also like comparing the show like to Mao Mao, but like, number one, the animation is way better. It's not just freaking 4 frames a second. Number two, the writing is beautiful. It is hilarious. It actually makes me laugh. During the 11 minutes of part 1 of The Exodus, I laughed once. That's it. Every Mao Mao episode makes me laugh multiple times. It's better animation, it's better character design, it's better writing. It's just all around better. In fact, pretty much anything by Titmouse Studio is amazing. I also want to point out this brilliant tweet from my friend Leo Convoy, who has a channel dedicated mainly to ThunderCats. I highly recommend it. Talking about why the 2011 series was cancelled. It wasn't because of low viewership. It wasn't because of toy sales. It was executive meddling. Because according to the director of that series, Dan Norton, he confirmed they were getting at least 2 seasons of the show. And then it was stripped away from him. The reason why it's stripped away is because Cartoon Network decided to change their mind and buy a cheaper knockoff show called Legends of Chima, based off the Lego franchise. It's inferior in every way. It's so much cheaper, and one of the reasons for ThunderCats 2011 was to rival Nickelodeon with Avatar: The Last Airbender. They had that with 2011 ThunderCats, and they just dropped it. They blew their chance. They were getting over 1 million viewers every new episode. And near the end, they just started airing it on Sunday mornings. Like, they sabotaged the show. So, it has nothing to do with us not wanting the show. A lot of us loved it. It's because of executive meddling, the same reason Young Justice got off air. I don't know what else to say. I'm just lost for words. This goes without saying, but I'm going to say just in case. Don't send death threats. Like, I shouldn't have to say that, and overall I haven't seen it, but people said it happened, so just in case. Don't, it doesn't help the cause, it only hurts it. I'm tempted to create a change petition or something, but I don't know if we're really organized enough to do that. I'll keep you updated if that ever does happen. It's very unlikely, but I will say, if you do want any change, such as bringing back the 2011 series for Season 2, which is more than possible because Young Justice got a new season, and so did Samurai Jack, it is very possible it could happen. If there's anything I can conclude on today, it is this. Do not give them any viewership. That is, we want this show to get canceled as soon as possible, and that is the best way to do it. Don't give them any views whatsoever. Well, I guess I'm signing off, and just a reminder to you guys, if you generally hate Roar and you want to see change, make some fan art. Write some letters, put that fan art in the letters, and send it to Warner Brothers Studios so they get the message. Because otherwise they're not going to listen to you. Sayonara, I guess.